All right, got pretty much all the welding done here. Fabricated a rack for the roof of my cousin's Ford Transit camper van. She actually just left to head back home. But basically what we did is these little tabs right here, which I still have to, like, I'm not a good welder by any means. My welds are ugly, but I got good penetration. So I'm a grinder, not a welder. But these little tabs right here are where the solar panels are going to mount to. We've got two Renogy 200 watt, or I think they're maybe 400 watt solar panel. I can't remember what. Two Renogy solar panels are going to mount here. So she's got a hatch that opens up, actually opens up this way. Right here, there's a hatch in the middle, in the very back of the van. It's like a marine hatch that you put like on a boat, but we put it in this roof. And then that's going to be a sitting area. We're going to get some like Trex decking boards and actually put them across there to sit on as a seat, so she can kind of like stick her legs either off the end of the van or in the hole for the hatch and sit on the roof, or sit right here. We're going to put another one right here. She can actually sit right here too. And then these are little steps to walk on if you need to clean the solar panels or anything. So just a way to walk on the roof. This is 1.25 inch square tube. What is this? 1/8 inch wall. 1.25 inch square tube, mild steel. And then this little tab right here is for the WeBoost cell antenna. So it's actually going to kind of just fold down this way and rest on top of that. And then you can flip it up so that'll pivot on that point right there. I think I need to actually weld on like a little gusset right here because it's a little kind of loose. But I think it's probably okay. I mean, honestly, that WeBoost antenna is not really heavy by any means. So, and then I'm going to kind of grind the ends, these corners off, and then we'll drill a hole through here. And basically what we'll be able to do is actually put some pins on this end, and you can actually hinge the solar panel up out of the way if for some reason you need to put something on the roof, and then you can fold it back down, or you can pivot it off that side, and maybe if you need to tilt the panels a little bit, you can tilt them if you wanted to. But mainly just a way to get them and move them up off the roof and get them out of the way in case you need to like flip them up and put something up on the roof or something. So there'll be a panel here, panel there, and then there's we stopped it 3/4 of the way up the roof because there's a fan that goes right here on the roof, and then that about right there is the front of the windshield. So the windshield comes back, it's kind of sloped, and then it flattens out, and there's a fan right here, rack system. And then the way we're going to mount this is the Transit has little mounting points on the roof already that there's these little, they're almost like little stickers that cover up the holes. And when you peel the sticker off, there's actually a threaded nut on the bottom side that's mounted to the support braces that go across the roof. So we'll actually be able to just, what we're going to plan on doing is actually just drill straight through this tubing. We'll seal it up with some sealant so that it doesn't get any water inside. And then I'm going to put some 2-inch thick polyurethane pucks in a sense. So 2-inch diameter, 2-inch OD, or we could even do 1.5 OD, and then 2 inches thick or 2 inches long to space this up off the roof and be able to clear the curve of the roof. So we'll do 8 of those. So you have one in the front, and you'll have one kind of, I think it's right in here, and then one right in here, and then one back here. So that's how we built it. Now I've got to grind everything down, smooth it all out, sand it all out. I've got a flap disc on my grinder over there, and we'll smooth all this out, get it all cleaned up, and then take it to, there's a powder coating place down the road, and we'll get this powder coated. And then we're going to get some just plastic end caps to stick in these tubes In the event that you need to like pop one out and hook like a bungee cord or something on here, you can pop those little caps out. Instead of just welding them up, I did weld the end pieces up here. I welded some little caps on the end. But these we're gonna leave open just in the event you need to hook something to them, which I've actually done a few times on my Thule roof rack there. I've popped the little plastic end caps off and actually hooked some bungee cords in there. In terms of my welder here, I bought this thing off of Amazon, like, God, I probably bought this thing in 2011, 2012, something like that. So nine or 10 years ago off Amazon. I paid like $350 for it. I did get this is the Clark 160 EN, so it runs off 220. So I have it hooked up to 220 there because I can basically unplug my air compressor and plug it in there. When we finished the basement out, I had my electrician, actually, we moved my air compressor up here to the garage, and we wired in a plug there, a 30 amp plug. It's 30. It's number 10 gauge wire. And then, so here's my welder, nothing special. It's just this Clark, and I've got this little baby bottle here. I don't weld enough where I need a big bottle. You can just buy these bought it at Tractor Supply. It's kind of expensive for what it is, but it's 75% argon, 25% CO2 for welding steel. When I went to go use this welder this time, unfortunately you can see little remnants of it. That is what's left of the old gas line that ran all the way through. It was so brittle, it literally just broke in a bazillion pieces, and I had to end up going and getting some new nylon hose and just running it all the way through that, and I had to slit open that entire what do you call it, loom, plastic or rubber loom around the wire, and reroute a whole new thing and tape it all back up. It looks pretty janky, but whatever. It is what it is. It gets the job done, got me welding. So I've had this welder for a while. I don't really use it that much. I'm not that great at welding. If I used it more, I'd probably be better. I do have some good welds here and there. Like that one's okay there. There's some other decent ones, but some of the other ones, I got a lot of booger welds going on. So, but that's what we did for the van, and I'll share the video once we get it all mounted up, and after it gets powder coated. I'll just get it powder coated black, probably. Get it mounted up there and be ready to go.